Hello everyone and welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series. We are back with our previous series of third person item inspection. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a letter. So let me show you a quick look on what is gonna look like. So you can see we have two letters or let's say a piece of paper. So if I interact with this, there is a simple message and one is a header that says dear subscribers, then a body of your message, and then your footer of what's your name. So you can see most of the games like Resident Evil or any other games, there is something like this letter thing going on. You can also inspect it like this, but I think it looks not good, but okay. Also, if you hit E to close that, also there is another letter. You can see this letter is big enough to contain 2 or 3 pages. So you can simply just scroll it up and down. So you can read all the letter, something like this. This letter also has some header, a body and a footer. Same, if you want to add a title, it's okay. So yep, this is also a letter. So we're gonna make this. So how are you gonna do that? So this is my inventory system because I have done the thing item inspection. This is why I opened our inventory system, but it's okay because inspection can be done in here too. Let me show you. So this is a guitar. So yeah, I can inspect it. So we're gonna make a letter. So how are you gonna do that? So open your items, this one, and from your master object, I'm just gonna create a child blueprint class and I'm gonna call it a master letter. Let's just make a folder and save all the letters inside this folder. So this master letter would go to here. Just move it up. So yep, open that up. This master letter. This master letter require a 3D geometry for a letter. So for that, let me just on the model, I'm just gonna import a 3D model of my letter. It's just a simple piece of paper, something like that. So this paper letter, yep, import all. Yep. So let me show you what it is actually look like. Let me just turn off. So it is just a simple rectangle. So what we're gonna do, in your item, the master letter, we're gonna simply add that paper letter, compile, save, minimize that. Where was our letter? Yep, this master letter. So I'm just gonna create a child blueprint class from our master letter and I'm gonna call it a letter 1, or let's say first letter. I'm just gonna do it for here. Hit save. Before inspecting or doing anything, just open your master letter, go to your master letter self, and in your, I'm just gonna, yep, this is my letter or something, just blank. Class should be your master letter. You don't have to do this if you didn't do the item inspection system. I am just doing it because I have done the item inspection, so it can't be added to our inventory. So yeah, let me just simply inspect this thing. So yeah, this is something like a piece of paper. Okay, so this is my first letter. So open your master letter and I'm just gonna open with a full blueprint view. So what a letter can contain. So a letter can have a title, a header, a footer, a body. These 4 things. A title would be centered, a header would be from left aligned, the body will be also a left aligned, but the justification should be all over, and the footer would be the right alignment. Yours truly, yours gratefully, whatever. So we're gonna make this. So how are you gonna do that? So in the inspection UI, this one, I hope you remember this guy. So you can see we are inspecting an item. So what we're gonna do in here, we also gonna add those things. So what we gonna do, simply click on this image or whatever you called the image of the item inspection. I'm just gonna right click and wrap it, this one, with an overlay. This one. So what is a overlay? Overlay is a widget or a widget container which can help you put all the things in over and over each other. So you can add 2 or 3 things over one another just by setting this overlay. You can see whenever I attached an overlay, this little image is gone this little, but we don't need that. So we're gonna just align it to center, vertical and horizontal. The size of the event should be 1024. So it is back to normal. After adding an overlay, what we need a scroll box. Scroll box, this one. I'm just gonna simply drag and drop to over your overlay. So we have a scroll box. And simply I'm just gonna center, horizontal and vertical, align it. Hit compile. Inside your scroll box, what we need a vertical box. Or before the vertical box, let's add a border so it looks good. So we have added a border inside our scroll box, and on your border we're gonna add a vertical box. That vertical box can contain 3 text. First is your header, second one is your body, and third one is your footer. Alright, so we have 3 things. Let's just shed the brush color of this guy to 0.4. Yep, 0.4 would work fine. And I'm just gonna add a padding to 20. 20 would work fine, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna set all the things here, and I'm just gonna padding up this to 20 and 15. So yeah, it is working fine. Now what we need, this is our header. So a header should be, let's say, dear Jack, right? A body should be, this is your message, a message, and this should be yours truly. And if you hold down the shift key and enter, you're gonna enter it something like this. This would be your anything name. I'm just gonna set it to my name. It compile. So you're gonna see we have added this 3 thing. But what I want to do actually, I want to make it so it cover whole the area. So how are you gonna do that? For that simply I'm just gonna align it to center, horizontal. This one, the border is looking fine, the vertical box, okay, everything is looking fine. The first text, I'm gonna set the name, this one, to header. This one I would set the variable name to body, and I'm gonna set this one to footer. Also the footer justification should be on the right side, this one. Third thing, the vertical box, I'm not happy with this padding. Let's add a padding of 20. Yep, right to 20, and top and bottom to 5 comma 5. Is it good? Nope. The vertical box padding should be 20. Pardon. Yeah, I'm happy with this guy. Also, a header should be something upward, so the bottom padding should be 10, so it separates with some space between these two. For this guy, the footer one, the top should be set with something called 20. Okay, same with, I'm just gonna go with 20 for the bottom padding. So yeah, this is our message. So we have done basically all the things. What we need now, so a header wrap, this one. So if you click on this text and if you just scroll it out, you can see this wrapping. I'm just gonna set a rating to 1000. So if your words are greater than this line, it will gonna simply add it to new line. Same with this body also. I'm just gonna wrap this text to 1000. You can set the auto wrap text, it will automatically set, but I find this is very not good. This is why I'm not using that auto. So yeah, I'm happy with this guy. So we have a scroll box, and inside here we have it. So let's our scroll box is a variable, so I'm just gonna add this name this scroll box to scroll and make sure this is variable is true. So it will gonna set this one to is variable. After doing so, I don't need that scroll bar. You can see this scroll bar, so the same bar will be appear in here, but I don't need that. So you can simply go to this styling as well as bar style. So you can see you can edit all the things of this scroll bar. Also, if you where was it, this one, so you can show this scroll bar visibility. So I'm just gonna set it to hidden because I don't want to show the scroll bar. So we have done all the thing. What we need now, we need a variable. So go to your inspect UI graph. Inside here add a variable. I'm just gonna call it item. Type would be your actor type. Make sure it is type of an actor of an object type. It is instance editable and exposed on spawn because we want to expose in on spawn, right? So we have done this thing. So we have done, I think, all the thing for this thing. Go back to your master letter. We need something, some variables. I'm just gonna call it a header. This would be a string because obviously all the letters are string or something, so you can add all the variables. And I'm just gonna categorize it to letter attributes, so it looks more clean. Attributes. I'm just gonna duplicate that. I'm just gonna call it body. Again duplicate that, and I'm gonna call it a footer. So we've done all this thing. What we need now, so open your master object, the main item we are using, and inside here add a boolean variable of is letter. Hit compile and save. So we have done this thing. So by default our is letter is false, and the is letter is only true if we are inspecting a letter. So in here click on this master letter because we have already inherited it from the object, so it can have the variable of our master object. So set this is letter to true for our letter. So this is it. Now what we need instead now is we need to pass the variables of our item inspection. So open your interface, we are using inspect interface. So you have several inputs, so we need two more inputs. First input is letter, second would be the item, so I'm just gonna call it the item. Yep. And the second type would be an actor type object reference. Hit compile, save, close up. So now if you go to here, you can see on the inspect we have these two little buddies. First is letter. The is letter would go simply to this boolean, so just grab and attach it to here. The item would be the same item we are inspecting, so just call it to self, hit compile, save. So we have done this thing, and I'm just gonna close. Also, now your studio actor, the studio actor we are using, this is the main thing. So on your inspection you can see our inspection UI, but even if we have exposed on spawn our item, this one, it can't be showing in here because it's just not refreshed. So just set it to none and set it back to your inspect UI, so you can see item is added. I'm just gonna add it to this item. And the letter, what I want to do, after adding to viewport, before adding to viewport, not after, hit compile and save. So by default, go to your this one. So by default this should be not visible, so I'm just gonna set this render opacity to 0. So by default this thing is not visible, and the thing is only visible only if we are inspecting a letter. So what we want to do, on your final UIX, the final UI, I just want to get the scroll, and we gonna get the scroll is because we have set it this scroll is variable, so make sure is variable is true for the scroll, otherwise you can't get the scroll. And I'm just gonna set a render opacity, and I'm just gonna set it to here before adding to viewport. And what are the render opacity? So I'm just gonna select the render opacity should be based on your boolean value. So the boolean would be is a letter, so if it's is letter is true, then the render opacity should be 1, otherwise 0. So let me just show you what is gonna look like. So you can see a message for our this guy, the letter, but for the guitar it says nothing. So yeah, we have a message. Now what we want to do, we actually need a scroll. So how are you gonna scroll that? So I'm just gonna, on your studio actor, I'm just gonna add two things. First one is your mouse wheel up, okay, this thing, and mouse wheel down. So we need two things, mouse wheel up and down. So when you up, we want to scroll up, when you down, we want to scroll down, simple. So not this inventory guy. Get your inspection UI, the variable we have just promoted after creating the inspection UI, and get the scroll. From that scroll, what we want to do, we want to get scroll offset, we want to get this scroll offset, and also we get a scroll offset, so we want to set a scroll offset also. So from that scroll, set a scroll offset. I'm just gonna duplicate that, same thing for here, So whenever is pressed, actually his mouse will up and down, not pressed, but yeah, we can do that. So the mouse wheel is basically based on your computer. So if you have a inverse axis on, then this should be minus for the wheel up, right? And this should be plus for wheel down. And I want these two things to work simultaneously. So I'm just gonna promote this guy to a variable. I'm just gonna call it a scroll speed, and I'm just gonna add it to here. The target would be yes, your scroll. Hit compile and save. The scroll speed would be 16. I find 16 better for me, but you can play around with this speed. Now what we actually want to pass these things, the header footer things, from our master letter. So how are you gonna do that? So just click on this header and add this create binding. We want to create a binding. So you can see we have passed an item from our interface. So get that item and we want to cast it to master letter. So we can now access to all the function, all the variables of our master letter. So as a master, this is our header. So get the header string. The header string we have just created the variable and add it to return. Same thing for our body. So just bind this one. Get your item and cast it to master object, sorry, master letter. We're gonna get the body and attach it to the return value. If you are familiar with programming, then you know why I get the string rather than the text. Strings are more usable, the more convenient, like a big thing, big letter thing or something, than the text. I'm just gonna cast to master letter, get the footer, and I'm just gonna add it to here. Hit compile, save, and this is all for it now. So we have done all the thing. Now what? So we have a first letter. So let's say for the first letter I want to set it to dear subscribers. The body should be something like random. I'm just gonna simply set it to anything. So now if I here and if I want to enter to a certain string, then you can hold down the shift and hit enter to enter something like this. So I'm just gonna making it so big that it can be scrollable. So just, yeah, I'm happy with this guy. And for the yours truly, yep. So this is my first letter. So let's check it out. So yeah, we can do this thing. I think the wrapping is a bit more in here, but wait a second. It's because our this guy is big enough. This would work now because our word is so big, that why. Still the wrapping is not convenient to me. I'm just gonna set that wrapping to a 980 or a 980 would be fine. Okay, so for the letter, so yep, this is my letter. Hit compile and save. So yep, it is working fine. Oh, so the wrapping is not so good. Nope. So you have to just not this. You have to just play around with this to get the perfect. The wrapping should be this guy. Yep, 900 R is fine. You can also scroll down. Let's make another letter. So I'm just gonna right click to your letter and create a child. The master letter is come from the master object, and we have created a child letter from the master letter. So let's say you have a second letter. You can see, okay, you don't have to specify anything because we have done. You can see sometimes the letters are some cheats or some random message which don't have any header, any footer, so it's fine. We're gonna simply just grab it to here. So let's say if you find this is just a random message. Yep, nothing is added in here. So this is all for it now. Thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.